We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. right now in Annapolis. Leaders are meeting. They're set to announce a new plan to address the state's juvenile crime crisis. Coming up, why just one political party is taking place in that announcement. In Baltimore, there are growing questions about the city's Safe Streets program, the new possible connection between Safe Streets and a national gang. And right now, local groups are en route to D.C., preparing to take part in a March for Israel. The message those making the trip want you to hear. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. Happening right now, state Republicans are about to lay out a plan to address the state's juvenile violent crime emergency. That announcement expected at any minute now, with a focus of making Maryland safer. Senate and House Republicans say their public safety agenda legislation for 2024 will restore balance to Maryland's criminal and juvenile justice systems and protect communities from violent offenders. Meanwhile, we've been pressing Governor Wes Moore on his plan to address public safety.
We're expected to hear some plans from Republican lawmakers tomorrow about their plans to address juvenile crime. When will we see yours?
Well, there's going to be a full plan that we're going to have about juvenile crime, but it's important also to remember that we've been focusing on this issue for the duration of our entire administration. Public safety is of the highest priority for me, and the reason that these investments matter is because it's also about creating opportunities for people.
Well, while Governor Moore says he wants to see the state more proactive instead of reactive to juvenile crime, the first session in his tenure was plagued by questions about changing laws surrounding young people to ensure that they are held accountable for their crimes. But those questions and concerns never turned into policy plans.
How are you dealing with it immediately, though? How are you dealing with it immediately?
Well, I just said, our administration has been moving very aggressively on this issue from day one, and we're not going to stop moving aggressively on this issue. And that means making sure we're getting more supports for local law enforcement. It means we're increasing accountability for those who are violating the law. And it also means that we're creating better measurements of support, coordination, intelligence sharing, and dealing with the opportunities and the job opportunities that's going to help the issue of public safety.
Well, again, the joint Republican caucus is expected to speak sometime this hour. We will have complete coverage on our website, foxbaltimore.com, and on the news at 4. In Washington, D.C., the mayor there is declaring a state of emergency because of youth crime. Here at home, though, leaders are still debating about how to address the crime crisis. It comes as we are hearing about more examples of young people who are caught up in crime. Right now, an investigation is continuing after city police say 2 teens were shot over the weekend and that they may have been part of a crime spree. Shannon Lilly joins us with the other crimes they could be connected to. Shannon.
Well, we're learning that those teens are expected to survive their injuries, but who shot them and why? That is still being investigated. Baltimore police here, they are still working to put those pieces together, but we are hearing from an observer, though, who's shedding some light on what may have happened moments before the gunfire. In fact, according to sources, the 2 teens, just 13 and 14-year-old boys, well, they were shot during an attempted armed robbery on North Patterson Park Avenue. They were found by police at Johns Hopkins Hospital Saturday night. Investigators are also trying to determine now if the young pair could be connected as well to a carjacking that happened that same night. In fact, sources say the teens may be connected to up to 3 other crimes that happened in the Southeastern District that night. Take a listen to this 911 dispatch audio where you can hear officers piecing together the string of crimes that occurred all within the same hour.
We have 1 attempt armed robbery, 1 completed armed robbery, and possible carjacking.
That's correct. We have not determined if the carjacking is related or not.
Now, police have not confirmed if these cases are connected. In fact, they have not released any details on how these teens were shot. They have also not confirmed whether or not these teens will face any charges. Reporting from police headquarters, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Turning now to the Middle East, the war between Israel and Hamas now in its 38th day. And here at home, tens of thousands of demonstrators are expected to march in Washington to show support for Israel. Among them, a group from Baltimore. A live look over D.C. now, where crowds are starting to gather. The March for Israel organizers are demanding that the hostages taken by Hamas be freed. They're also condemning the rise in anti-Semitism around the country. No viable threats have been reported, but D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser has called up the National Guard to help with the crowds. One Baltimore group is making its way to D.C. to take part in that march. The group left Baltimore County this morning, the group chartering more than 70 buses to make the trip.
I have family and friends from Miami that are coming up. I know people from Los Angeles who are coming in, from Cleveland, Ohio, from Detroit. It's been in the works for all of a week. And in that time, the community has just mobilized. And it's a beautiful thing. Of course, it's a rally for Israel, but Israel stands for those principles of human dignity, of human expression, of democracy. And the last time I checked, that's a very American thing.
As war unfolds on the other side of the war, this is a reminder of the tight-knit Jewish community in the Baltimore region. It was just 1 month ago when hundreds gathered in a Pikesville synagogue to show solidarity for Israel in the days after the October 7th Hamas attack. And then just last week, some gathered outside Baltimore City Hall to demand the release of hostages being held by Hamas. 11:06 now. Here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number one, Baltimore police have arrested the man suspected of killing Baltimore rapper President Davo last month. 27-year-old Earl Lee is accused of shooting Davo near Clifton Park. He faces first-degree murder and handgun charges and is being held without bail. Trending number two, in a city in crisis, we are getting a clearer picture of staffing shortages within the Baltimore Police Department and the impact on public safety. Typically, there are 12 to 15 officers assigned to each shift in the Southern Police District. But this past Saturday and Sunday mornings, only 4 scheduled on-shift officers were patrolling that district. With a shortage of more than 500 officers, union leaders say the strength of the force is almost half of what it was 10 years ago and continues to be drained each month.
It impairs the BPD's ability to deliver the services that it delivers to the community: public safety services, uniform patrol, responding to 911 calls, providing prompt preliminary investigations.
A copy of the staffing rundown obtained by FOX45 shows the city was forced to recruit 12 other police officers to work in the Southern District, all of them working on overtime and some not even working the entire shift. Trending number three, Orioles infielder Gunnar Henderson has been named AL Rookie of the Year. Henderson became the team's all-around offensive leader this season, batting .255 with 29 doubles, 9 triples, and 28 home runs, and topping it off with 82 RBIs, breaking multiple O's rookie records. I'll download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. Still ahead, is it okay to share the bed with your pets? Coming up, why doctors say it largely depends. It's case by case. And Tesla is rolling out its new truck, but if buyers want to resell theirs, look at that, they need special permission from the company. Coming up, the big fine they could face if they try to sell their cars down the road. And with the government shutdown looming today, the House Speaker is set to roll out his plan to avert a shutdown. Coming up, the projects he is looking to fund.
And we're getting ready for a beautiful afternoon with temperatures slightly above average, around 60. We'll have plenty of sunshine, but an even bigger warm-up follows. I'll let you know how high the temperatures will get in my full forecast.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
11:10 now. Right now, we are getting closer to the government shutdown, and today is the first time the House could even vote on Speaker Mike Johnson's two-step funding plan. Now, Speaker Johnson's plan would fund government agencies through spending bills for some sectors, like the military, through mid-January. Then funding for the rest of the government agencies goes through the beginning of February. One person that is reacting to what's going on says, "We don't need any shutdown." Another says simply, "What a drama." Well, the Supreme Court is officially adopting its first ever code of ethics. It comes as the bench faces criticism over undisclosed luxury trips and gifts from wealthy benefactors, signaling potential conflicts of interest. The justices say the code, quote, largely represents a codification of principles that we have long regarded as governing our conduct, but apparently not working. Details of this new code are unclear. Here's what you're saying. Daniel says, great, let's see what it is and make it retroactive. Any justice that has violated it should resign. Another one saying, sad that the Supreme Court needs ethics to know wrong from right. Well, the first Tesla Cybertruck deliveries are set for, look at that thing, November 30th. So interesting. But if you buy the car and then you decide to sell it later, it may not be that easy. According to the car's order terms, anyone who buys the Cybertruck must get permission from Tesla if they want to resell it within the first year. If you resell it without permission, you could be charged $50,000. Here's what you're saying about that. Kyle says, good, stop the scalpers. Another one saying, good luck. These types of agreements do not hold up in court. It's your vehicle. You can do what you want with it. Well, still ahead, the Beehive is buzzing. A major newspaper is hiring a reporter specifically to cover Beyonce. Coming up, how it is part of a growing trend in entertainment reporting. But first, topping local news, how the city's Safe Streets program is being linked to possible gang activity. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo. Then at 1, it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. Your time now, 11:13 on Fox 45 News Midday. (11:14) Fox 45 News is uncovering new information about possible connections between Safe Streets and a massive national gang with local affiliates. As Olivia Dance shows us, the findings are raising more questions for Mayor Brandon Scott. Olivia.
Well, new court documents reveal that the federal government has been digging into Safe Street's possible gang affiliation since at least 2010, and city leaders like Mayor Brandon Scott haven't said much about the federal probe.
We work with our federal partners every day and will continue to do so throughout this investigation.
50-page federal search warrant revealing the Black Guerrilla Family, or BGF gang, has long been tied to programs like Safe Streets in Baltimore. The gang using programs like Safe Streets to expand and look like a legitimate organization. Todd Duncan was BGF's street leader while working as a youth counselor for the violence intervention group called Community Organized to Improve Life, or COIL. COIL was awarded funding for the second ever Safe Streets location in Southwest Baltimore, but the gang's Safe Streets connection doesn't end there. In 2015, the Safe Streets East location was raided by the feds, where several guns, ammunition, drug packaging material, heroin, cocaine, and other drugs were all seized from the site. And then in 2018, Ricky Evans was convicted as a senior BGF leader and admitted to using the Safe Streets site as a BGF meeting location. Most recently, on October 26th, the FBI raided the Bel Air Edison Safe Streets site, along with 14 other locations. Now, David Caldwell, the site supervisor, is now facing state-level charges stemming from that raid. Meanwhile, Mayor Brandon Scott says when it comes to screening employees, there will be changes made to policies, but he hasn't said what those changes are or when they'll be implemented. For now, reporting in Baltimore, I'm Olivia Dance, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Fox 45 News has been investigating Safe Streets for years. You can find all of our previous reporting and follow our investigation on foxbaltimore.com. Making headlines today, President Joe Biden is set to unveil the National Climate Assessment. The report evaluates changes in the climate and its national and regional impacts. According to the assessment, climate change-related extreme weather events cost the U.S. $150 billion per year. 2024 is on track to be a better year than expected for the economy. According to a Goldman Sachs forecast, the world economy is expected to expand about 2.6% next year. Gas prices keep declining. According to AAA, the average cost of a gallon of gas across the U.S. is $3.35. That is 6 cents lower than a week ago and 26 cents lower than the average from just a month ago. Coming up tonight at 4, the calls to hold young offenders accountable are growing louder. Fox 45 News is pressing Governor Westmore on his efforts to curb the levels. Recycling woes continue in Baltimore City. The improvements that were set to take effect and why residents are still seeing long wait times. Plus, a pro-Israel rally in Washington, D.C. Our crew is heading to the nation's capital to bring you the latest developments. 11:18 and now to today's talking point. USA Today has hired a reporter strictly to cover Beyonce. Multimedia journalist Cache McClay accepted the role. McClay is a seasoned entertainment journalist. You may recall this same paper also just hired a reporter to strictly cover Taylor Swift. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. And what do you think? I mean, is there really a need for a reporter to singularly cover these two individuals?
Patrice, it's like a football player. They call it a spy. You have a defensive person whose job is to watch the quarterback and mirror the quarterback. Now we're doing it in entertainment. So, you know,
you lost me.
You know, all of the things going on. They need one person dedicated to the moves of Beyonce and Taylor Swift.
Do we all need to know that much about what Beyonce and Taylor Swift are doing?
Well, I don't think we do. I think the people, those fanatics, the fanatics that drive the ratings.
They already know. So
good point.
I guess do the newspapers think that because they have this reporter, these young folks will be attracted?
Well, see, this is why you were trained as a journalist, Patrice, because that's the question. You're absolutely right. If you do assign somebody, y'all better be giving us some scoop that nobody else has, because if the fans already know it, then why are we paying you this extra money? So that's a great, see, Patrice, but that's your skill level, though. See, that's what comes when you've been doing it as long as you have, because that's the question.
I'm seasoned in a different way, and it just means that I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I'm all about, you know.
Well, the question is, will they have some scoop?
Will they have some scoop? And when is the Mark Clark reporter coming?
Well, you know what? Hey, I'm covering. Well, I'm covering you.
All right.
I'm covering Patrice.
I don't think I like that though.
The latest.
All right, we're gonna move on now to Jasmine. Let's cover what she's got going on. Time now for your wild and wonderful weather. Hey, Jasmine.
We are heading to Alaska, and you would think snow for the area. That's what we're seeing, but they've had a lot of snow over the past few days. In fact, yesterday they set a record. I believe they had over 8 inches of snow, so setting a record for the date. But these photos, absolutely stunning, especially this one with the sun in the background. Beautiful snowy pictures. Truly looks like winter there. Here it's very different. Doesn't look like winter, doesn't feel like winter. We're still enjoying nice and fall weather, but we do have those cold nights. We actually have a warm up though that's going to follow later this week, so a big contrast from what they're seeing in Alaska. 57 for the current temperature, nice and sunny over Baltimore. A little bit breezy though, with winds out of the northwest around 13 miles per hour. Around the rest of the state, temperatures are mainly in the 50s, a few 40s, but plenty of sunshine across our area. As we head into the afternoon, our temperatures will reach the upper 50s and the low 60s. That's just above average for this time of year, and that's before our temperatures drop back to the 30s and the 40s overnight. We'll stay dry thanks to high pressure that's going to keep us nice and comfortable, providing us with plenty of sunshine, and it remains in place again tomorrow, so you can expect another pleasant day with plenty of sunshine. On the future scan, not much to see today. We'll have high pressure continue to build over the region into tomorrow. Once we head into the afternoon, a little more sunshine as temperatures reach the upper 50s and low 60s. But we have a bigger warm up that's going to follow on Thursday, all ahead of our next cold front. So we're talking the mid 60s. Also warm on Friday, but we have the next chance for a few spotty showers. Another chance for spotty showers on Saturday, but neither day will be a washout. Once we get into Sunday and Monday, we will be back to a nice and dry start for Thanksgiving week. 60 today and tomorrow. Then 65 for Thursday. It looks good for Thursday night football. 68 on Friday ahead of the cold front. A little cooler over the weekend and into next week. We're looking at the 50s for Thanksgiving. Back to you.
It all looks good. Still ahead, if you've got a Gmail account, you need to log into it. Why you could soon lose access if you don't log in. And Zelle is starting to refund some users who got duped by scammers. Coming up, just how much money Americans lose to scams each year. 11:22 now on Fox 45 News. 11:25. Don't miss this. Holiday hiring is dropping off. New data shows the number of seasonal positions publicly advertised this fall is at the lowest level in a decade. The National Retail Federation is estimating 345 to 445,000 seasonal workers will be added this year, but that is down as much as 40% from 2 years ago because it's all online now. Well, a heads up, if you've got a Gmail account, if it is an older account that you really don't use anymore, you could lose access to it. Starting December 1st, Google says it will start deleting Gmail accounts that have been inactive for 2 years. Google says the decision to delete inactive accounts is because older accounts can be more susceptible to hacks. Payment app Zelle has started to refund victims of imposter scams. Reuters says that Zelle has started reversing transfers for duped customers. A Senate investigation estimates Zelle users lost $440 million to all types of fraud in 2021 alone. Wow. Snapchat users might start to notice a new feature on the app soon. Reports say that the social media company has reached a deal with Amazon to let users buy some products while they're using Snapchat. The Amazon ads on Snap would let users see pricing for products, Prime eligibility, and estimated delivery times. Well, that's all we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back.
I didn't know Snapchat was still around. It's cuffing season. Have you found someone to spend the winter months with? Coming up, how the name came to be and why it happens in the winter. Be More Lifestyle up next.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
And what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with Persia Nicole from 92Q and meteorologist Jasmine Lomax. Ladies, good morning. Let me tell you what's going on.
Good morning.
All right, the countdown to Christmas is on, but Santa's sleigh may be a little lighter next month. More than 1 in 3 Americans surveyed by Wallet Hub say they won't be giving gifts this year. The reason, it just costs too much. In fact, nearly 1 in 4 say they have had Holloway debt they still have Holloway debt from last year.
Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you something. The good news is I got health insurance. The bad news is ain't nobody getting no gifts. Thank you. Thank you. Persia Nicole, I know Persia, you make all the money. You have the top rated radio station, show. So what about you? Are you spending more or less this Christmas?
You know what? So I am a great bargain shopper. So I always find great deals throughout the years. And I'm like, oh, this person will love this. This person will love this. And me and my friends, white elephant. So that way everybody gets something in a friend group. So you don't have to buy it for everybody. So be creative this year. Still give gifts. You know, I feel like the Lord would want that.
Okay. Well, shout out to Persia's luxurious inches.
Yes.
My goodness. My goodness.
They look good, girl.
Wow.
Yes.
Lady T, what about you? Are you spending more or less, or are you cutting back?
I'm going to spend less this year. Everybody's going to get IOUs in their bag because it was not a prosperous year, okay? And now we got to start paying back these student loans, so it's been a rough time. But no, I'm going to try to get everybody, I guess to certain people, or everybody else is going to get alcohol. But the main people are going to get IOUs.
Jasmine, I know you got your puppy to take care of, but other than that?
I think I'm probably going to spend around the same, which when you factor in inflation, I'll actually be spending a little less.
Really?
A little less per person.
Oh, man, that's actually good. Okay.
I feel like Jasmine was giving good gifts.
I feel like she does give good. I didn't want to say it, but I do feel like you give great gifts, Jasmine.
Yeah.
I hope people like them, but, it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, it's a thought. It's a thought that counts, because that's what you get paid with nowadays, just thought.
It's a thought. IOU, so I like that.
IOU, baby.
Okay, some people can't be without their pets, even when it comes to going to bed, but should you let them sleep in the bed with you? One doctor says it depends on the person and the pet. If your pet is constantly moving or distracting you from getting a good night's sleep, it's probably not a good idea to have them in bed with you. The same goes if you and your partner can't agree on having a pet in bed. So as we are a family that has had multiple dogs in beds for years, we definitely do it. I mean, we put the dogs first. Now,
you let them come. You let them be all up in the bed.
They are, and you do not want to smell our bed. Persia Nicole,
well, kick them out. You got to kick them out.
What about you? I'm curious, Persia Nicole. You seem like you would not have a pet in bed. What do you do?
Well, Mark, you knew me into making that statement, because I definitely do. My dogs have slept with me. My husband absolutely hates it.
Yes.
But my dog gonna sleep with me regardless. I say what I say.
Wow. You said he make a decision. She picked the dog.
A choice was made.
Now, Lady T, I always joke with you because your background, I know no dogs are in your bed.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. With these allergies, ain't no dog finna be up in this bed. Okay, that's the wrong dog I want in my bed. All right? No, we just...
But Jasmine, you do sleep with your dog, right?
Yeah.
I do. When we got her, I said I will never let her on the bed.
Oh, okay.
But now she actually sleeps in the bed. So yeah.
Oh, she sleeps
one
in
of those
there
people.
too?
She does.
I want your sinuses. You clearly got good sinuses.
We want you to let us know. Do you let your pet sleep in bed with you? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody stinks or thinks. Now, it's cuffing season. Have you heard that term before?
Yeah.
Think of it as the winter equivalent of a summer fling. It's often around the holidays. Singles link up and get
They handcuff themselves.
Yes, together to each other. So why does it happen in the winter? There's several theories. One is that it's a perfect time to snuggle. There's also the idea that singles find it easier to brave holidays at home if they have a partner and don't have to fend off the questions about their dating life.
Yeah,
now,
that's the best time.
Persia and I are married, not to each other, but Lady T, cuffing season. Are you a big cuffing season?
We
know you love to snuggle now.
I do love to snuggle. I'm trying to be a cuddle therapist out here in these streets, y'all.
Cuddle therapist.
But I want to get paid for it. But the cuffing season is a big deal for the dating scene, because this is when you try to lock down your man. We're trying to do what Taylor Swift did. She locked down a man.
Wow, you saw her, right?
You want Christmas gift. You want a Christmas gift. This is cuffing season. This is time to get your man so that you can, have somebody to bring with you to Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Well, Jasmine, do you agree?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not even Thanksgiving and Christmas. You also have New Year's Eve, those parties.
Yeah.
And then right around the corner, it's Valentine's Day.
This is the fun thing.
This is when you lock it down. This is the internship. This is when you intern and then you lock it down and then you have your man and then you get Valentine's Day gifts and you ain't got to worry about nothing. You get cash apps. We like cash apps.
Okay, well, the single life, right? Persia Nicole, we don't know about this. So Persia, go back to your #1 rated show. We'll see you soon. All right, still ahead. Who will win the 2024 Grammy nominations? They're out. Lady T shows us who leads the night with the most nominations.
Hey.
Still ahead, unwind after a long day with a relaxing foot massage. Coming up, the new easy way to get relief from aches and pains on them feetses. All right, stick around. Not the footses. Stick around. Great show.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Ending the day with a relaxing foot massage is a great way to wind down any day of the week. Julie Moran is here to share a new product designed to help you find maximum relaxation at home. Here she is with America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
I am so excited to tell you about this product. I love it after wearing high heels all day or a heavy workout at the gym. Footopia. This combines pushing, kneading, shiatsu, pressing, rubbing techniques that feel so good. It also has heat therapy that helps to loosen your muscles, and it also feels cozy as we get into these colder months of the year. And it can also be used on your calves as well, which is great because I get cramps in my calves. I also love it's light and it's portable. You just simply plug it in and you're good to go anywhere, vacation, the office. It's also great for everybody. It's a great gift, whether you're an athlete or you're having a physically demanding day at work, or you just want to, like me, relax after a stressful day and just sit in front of the TV. I like that it's really good for anybody. It's good for young people. It's good for older people. And also, I have cold feet. So this warms my feet and massages my feet at the same time, which is actually something I've never found in a product like this. And right now, we're offering 33% off. Get that. That's a big deal on Footopia. All you have to do is head to asadeals.com for this amazing, look at this, relaxing, exclusive offer.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Simply.
Holiday season is around the corner, which means hosting season is too. So as you prepare to entertain family and friends, consider adding a festive cocktail or mocktail to your drink lineup. Simply OJ is my go-to beverage for the holidays because it features 100% pulp-free orange juice from real ripe oranges. I love having it in my fridge ready to go for festive mixed drinks. The season is chaotic enough, so I like to make my holiday cheers simple with these two fabulous recipes. The first is Simply Orange Moscow Mule. With only 4 ingredients, I can mix it up in minutes. And for a little more festive flair, my go-to is the Simply Orange Tranquilo. You can enjoy both beverages as mocktails or add a celebratory mixer for an elevated cocktail. You can find these recipes and more at drinksimplyBeverages.com/recipes. Pairing Simply with alcohol is only for people 21 and up. Please drink responsibly.
Still ahead, Travis Kelce was spotted at Taylor Swift's concert in Argentina. Coming up, is this the hard launch for their relationship? But first, Keke Palmer's ex denies abuse claims. Lady T has the You want to find out the real deal? Lady T's spilling all the hot tea next. And it's time to spill the tea this Tuesday. Lady T joins us right now.
Hey, you guys. What's up, fellow tea sippers? All right, I got some piping hot tea for you.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right, so our girl Keke Palmer, she's in a very public custody battle with her ex. Her baby's father, baby daddy, Darius Jackson, is denying abuse allegations made by Keke. So last week, Keke, Do You Love Me, filed a restraining order against Darius, and then photos were released showing Darius strangling her, then them tussling on the couch. I know it was a lot, right? Then he pulled up to Keke's house on Sunday demanding to see the baby and therefore cussing her out. That's when Keke's mom threatened him via phone. Let me tell y'all, bullets were allegedly mentioned. I heard it, but yes, it was mentioned. But Keke has sole custody of the baby at this time. Now, there is a hearing for Darius and Keke on December 5th, so we'll see what happens. This is to be continued, T. But this hit us. It was just a lot to take. I was processing last week when it dropped, and I was like, wow, so this whole time she's been going through.
Well, when I saw Keke's mother, now this young lady has grown up before our eyes, and we ain't never seen her mother say anything. When I saw that, I was like, it's true.
She stepped out. It has to be true because her mother,
true.
Mama ain't gonna lie.
And
Mama ain't ready.
Mama ain't gonna lie, and She got full custody. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap. So we'll see. It's going to be
But just be
continued,
safe. Be safe, because we know.
I'm concerned for her, but we're gonna keep her in prayer. That's a lot going on for Kiki. Oh my gosh. Okay. Up next, you guys. Now Taylor Swift started the South American part of her Eras tour, and of course, her man, NFL star Travis Kelce was there. She even gave him a shout out. Now Tay-Tay changed the lyrics in her song Karma. She said, "Karma is a guy on the Chiefs." Okay, listen. Okay, I almost started singing No Scrubs, but Travis started cheesing and blushing. He was feeling himself because his boo shouted him out. They're also a viral meme too. So at one point while on the tour, Taylor ran to Travis at the side of the stage. The two embraced. He like lifted her up. Anyway, so now everyone's using it to describe random moments in their life. You know, Mark, I can see the love, and I feel like it's just in time for cuffing season. So I feel like this is a good thing, but also she's Apple Music's Artist of the Year, so congrats to her on that. But are you not feeling the love, Mark?
No, I like them as a couple. I like them as a couple. It's just too much. They show him with Dad.
Oh, so you don't like the PDA?
And then when they rub, no, I like PDA, but it's just too much. You show him with Dad, and then she runs off to the side, and they do the little kiss. It's almost like it's too much stage going on, staging
so you felt
going
like
on.
You felt like it was they were acting out a scene.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, let it live. And I would love to see them go all the way, but it just seems like it's too Instagram-ish.
It was giving The Notebook a little bit with the spin and everything.
And then they ran, she ran over you with Dad. I mean, you show, then my high five, that's a lot.
Do you think marriage is in the future for these two?
If it's not, then it's almost would seem like a failure. That's what I mean. If you don't get married, y'all got to get married now.
You got to get married now, obviously at this point.
You're showing Mom, you're showing Dad, you're high-fiving teammates. It's too much.
Look, if you keep talking like that, we're not going to get an invite. Okay, the goal is to get an invite to the wedding, Mark. Okay, stop playing with it, okay?
I'm glad that he got rid of that creepy mustache and grew his thing back, too.
He did. Oh, you know what? I'm glad, too.
Yeah, that was scary.
That was
creepy
scary.
mustache
it looked like,
was creepy.
Yeah, it was giving serial killer. But we're good now. He's good. I love him for her. Okay, you like it? I love it. All right, up next, you guys, because the tea keeps pouring. So it's almost award season, and the Grammy nominees were recently announced last week. Once again, an amazing woman is leading the charge, y'all. So the singer SZA has 9 Grammy nominations, including Record of the Year and Best R&B Performance. Rising star Victoria Monet on My Mama has 7 nominations. Go, girl. And then, of course, Ice Spice. She's nominated for songs that she did with Nicki Minaj for Barbie World and Karma with Taylor Swift. Spice has 6 nominations. The Grammys are February 4th at Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. I'm excited. SZA is in her bag right now, okay? I saw Sis in concert. She was floating above the air. She's amazing. I think this is her time. This is like winning season for her, right?
Yeah, I think SZA's time, Ice Spice, no. And then the other, On My Mama's good.
You don't think she's going to go with anything? Because
I think she kind of might be a little too shallow for the award. The Grammys used to be a little bit more heavy.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, and you could have all these nominations and still not win. So I'm really praying for a win for each one of them.
Every time Ice Spice when she goes, it's too much. It's too much. I'm too old. I'm somebody's daddy. I'm somebody's daddy.
You are best. Okay, all right. That's it for the tea for today. Now y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to go sip on all that tea.
You know, Ice Spice like, it's time for weather with Jasmine Lomax. It's too much.
Well, for our weather. Oh my goodness. We are taking a look at the Grand Canyon. A beautiful photo coming in. Just look at the stunning colors. Nice clouds in the background, blue skies. Really beautiful there. Of course, they have the warm temperatures. Here, kind of warm, at least for this time of year. We have a nice warm up that's going to follow, though. We're talking a return to the mid-60s by the end of the work week. Currently, though, already starting to see the numbers rise. 56 over Towson with sunny skies, a little breezy with winds out of the northwest around 13 miles per hour. And around the rest of the state, we're seeing plenty of sunshine, mainly the 50s. A couple of 40s in western Maryland, but over the next 12 hours, we do warm up nicely. We're looking at highs this afternoon around 60, and then the numbers will drop overnight to the 30s and the 40s, chilly as you start the day. We'll stay dry with plenty of sunshine thanks to high pressure over the region. That will remain in place tomorrow, meaning plenty of sunshine once again. Notice on the future scan, not much today. We've got that high pressure moving in, though, overnight. We'll wake up to a few clouds in the morning, but plenty of sunshine by the afternoon as temperatures again reach the upper 50s and low 60s. Very similar today and tomorrow in terms of temperatures, but it's Thursday when you can expect that next warm up. Again, plenty of sunshine, so a great day for spending time outside. On Friday, we have the next chance for a few spotty showers, but we're not looking at a washout. There will be a better chance for rain overnight with a few showers into Saturday morning. The rest of the day stays dry, and we start Thanksgiving week with dry weather on Sunday and Monday. 60 for the high temperature with plenty of sunshine. Then tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures around 60 again, 65 on Thursday, good for Thursday night football, 68 on Friday, and then over the weekend and into next week, we'll be in the 50s. Back to you.
And winter is coming, and while you may not be using your AC right now, it's a good time to do maintenance.
Your Place Inside and Out is sponsored by HP Home Service Team.
As the seasons are changing, it's a good idea to make sure your home is prepared for the winter elements, which includes your heat working properly throughout the winter. Today we're sharing some signs that can indicate it might be time to replace your HVAC system. To begin, if your HVAC unit has been in the home for 10 years or more. Next is if the airflow going into your home is weak or dull. Another sign is if there are any unique sounds or smells that are coming from your system. Another indicator can be if you noticed your utility bill is abnormally high. And finally, there comes a time when the cost of the repair outweighs the investment of the replacement. Your comfort in your home is important, and if you have questions or concerns, we have pros here for you.
Trust the HP Home Service Team for all your plumbing and HVAC needs. From protecting your home systems with a maintenance agreement to the peace of mind knowing we're available 24/7, 365, the HP Home Service Team is just a phone call away. Home serviced better since 1914.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by iRobot, CommScope, and Yubico.
Ready or not, here it comes. You can't hide the biggest shopping event of the year. Thank you very much. To help on Black Friday shopping, tech expert Andrea Smith joins us with new insider tips and tricks. Andrea, how are you?
I am doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Now, can you share some tips for getting ahead on the holiday shopping season?
I can. The number one tip that you need to do while you're being so jovial is to write down your holiday shopping list, because I guarantee you that if you go shopping without that list, you're going to overspend. So you're going to want to start researching prices, watch those deals. They're going to go up and down because they do go out throughout the season. Then if you're looking for a great holiday deal, I've got some. If you want a robot floor cleaner, you have to check out the iRobot Roomba Combo J5 Plus. It is a combination robot vacuum and mop. So in vacuum mode, it picks up all the dust and dirt in your house, and then it goes back to the basin, empties itself so you don't have to. And then when you fill the bin with water, it becomes a mop that's smart enough to avoid carpets and rugs and keep them dry, and also avoid obstacles in its path like socks and shoes and cords and solid pet waste. Now, this is normally $799, and for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it is a whopping $300 off.
That is cool. Now, what other shopping deals are you eyeing this year?
There's so many. So there's a really great Cyber Week deal on the YubiKey. It is a physical hardware security key that keeps your online account safe from hackers. It basically replaces entering in that code that gets texted to you when you're trying to access a website online. It uses multi-factor authentication, or MFA, to do it for you. It kind of adds that extra layer of security beyond just your username and password. And during Cyber Week, YubiKeys is buy one, get one 50% off. They start as low as $25 on yubico.com.
I know we got to wrap things up. Can you give us some stuff for our tech lovers, and then, of course, where they can get more information?
Absolutely. Tech-loving families with Wi-Fi hungry devices need a router that can handle all that 4K streaming, gaming, video conferencing. The Aris Surfboard G54 is one of the first Wi-Fi 7 cable modems on the market. Blazing fast speed no matter how many devices are online. And because it's a cable modem and Wi-Fi router in one, you can stop paying that monthly modem rental fee. For more information on everything I talked about, head over to d6news.com/Black Friday.
Always great to see you. Thanks so much, okay? Still ahead, is it okay to share the bed with your pet? Coming up, why doctors say it largely depends on case by case and what you're saying about it. And we wanted you to tell it, do you let your pet sleep in bed with you? The majority of you say yes. And we got a great show lined up for tomorrow. A majority of Americans say they're being asked to tip more often. Coming up, we'll chat about some of the more odd places people say they've been asked to tip and if it's gone too far. As always, thank you for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great one, and we'll see you tomorrow.